as Lucius reveals his brand new trick. Bro is aura farming to the nth degree. And so he kicks things off with a massive Kamehameha, but that ain't shit to Asta and Yuno. Luckily, Lucius has unlocked new powers courtesy of his siblings, because even whilst distracted landing a punch on Asta, he's able to react to Yuno from behind without even moving. Bro straight up used Zenon's bone magic to turn his entire spine into a whip-like weapon. It's even around 10 times larger than a spine should be, capable of blocking Yuno's attack. Furthermore, he combined body magic with blood and bone to create condensed bullets made of bone powered by a concentrated jet of blood. And let me tell you, these bullets are strong enough to pierce through Yuno's Spirit of Notos spell, a shield that was able to block Lucius's spells before this in chapter 360. In fact, both these bullets and the spinal cord attack are examples of Lucius learning how to deal with Yuno. Before this, he had to turn around and react to Yuno by blocking the sword with his bare hand, but he no longer has to and can even fight Asta simultaneously. That is how much stronger he has become. However, with the power of wind and star magic wielded by a man with unlimited potential, loved by mana, and a man totally unloved by it, Asta and Yuno are able to come together and fight side by side unlike anything Lucius has ever seen before. And it all ties back to the biggest battle between these two, the one that the entire story has built up towards, which is vital for you to understand. Asta and Yuno versus Lucius is a fight over the very nature of humanity and what it means to live freely. Lucius sees the world as fundamentally broken. To him, humanity's flaws, inequality, mortality, and conflict are weaknesses that need to be eliminated in order to grow further, hence why he wants to destroy the world and rebuild it into a utopia where everyone is immortal, equal, and free from suffering. But as I said, in his vision of the perfect world, people are no longer themselves, but are simply pawns in a world where he alone dictates the rules. Essentially, for him, control is his key to peace. But to oppose this are Asta and Yuno, whose beliefs couldn't be more different. Asta represents freedom and individuality. Born without magic in a world where magic is everything, he has faced discrimination and ridicule his entire life. But instead of succumbing to despair, he worked hard to surpass his limits, proving that effort and determination can overcome anything. It's these little imperfections, humanity's flaws, struggles, and ability to decide their own fate that make life special. Yuno, on the other hand, was born with incredible talent and a powerful lineage. Whereas the world rejected Asta, it embraced Yuno. Yet he doesn't rely on his natural gifts. Yuno works just as hard as Asta, showcasing that strength and fairness can coexist. His existence helps blur the lines between the higher and lower class people, helping build the world they envision. This is what fuels their desire to take Lucius's title as the ultimate wizard king, so that they can create a world where effort and merit matter more than birthright or privilege. This determination is how they're able to surpass what the other has imagined and reach levels of strength that would otherwise be impossible. In fact, Asta and Yuno's rivalry to be the one that creates this new, perfect and truly equal world has helped them unlock a shonen power scaling term thought to be impossible. They have surpassed what it means to surpass your limits. They're out here surpassing prophecies. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why they are the goddamn shonen rivalry goats. It's in that moment Asta showcases why his training in the Hino country was so important, as he lands a clean strike with Zetten, catching Lucius totally off guard. Remember, Asta learned Zetten because it was the next step he needed to overcome Lucius in the first place. In chapter 340, whilst training with Ichika, Ryu explained how even she had a hard time hitting Asta with his anti-magic whilst he was concentrating. But every once in a while, an opponent's attention always lapses, which goes for Lucius too. It's during that opening that Asta was taught that he has to land his biggest attack, and that is exactly what he does. When Lucius goes in for a punch, he channels everything he's learned. You see, hand-to-hand combat was always Asta's weak point, something Lucius figured out during their initial battle in chapter 334. However, Asta also picked up how good Lucius was with his fist as well, which has now come full circle to this moment. He knew Lucius would go for a physical attack, as that is all that works in anti-magic, thus Asta waited for the moment he would throw a punch to land his Zeten-powered slash and catch him off guard. This allows Asta to focus his anti-magic into a single precise point using ki, maximizing his power and timing capable of cutting through magic at its core. When Asta finally let go of his doubts and solidified his resolve, his Zeten became unstoppable, as with it Asta doesn't just nullify spells, he dismantles the very essence of magic, as seen when he effortlessly defeated Sister Lily, who was infused with Beelzebub's paladin power. He also decapitated the legendary 5-headed dragon that had terrorized the Hino country for generations, splitting the sky in the process, the same way the original founder of Zeten himself once did. But just to be extra safe, Yuno of course has to land a Saint Spirit of Boreas blow as well. And so surely that's a wrap, right? Even Belle believes so and calls off the Neverland spell. Now, if you want to enjoy some more peak fiction while we unfortunately have to wait months for the next chapter of Black Clover, then make sure you click this video on your screen right now.